What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Booker, in the building, man. Me and Coach Washington in the building tonight, man. On the line sports media in WA, man. Talking sports, man. Talking middle school sports and more, man. We'll chop it up, man, tonight. Got Coach Washington on the line from WA. Everybody know who it is. It's Coach Washington, man. Right, Wash? Yeah. They know what it is, man. It's Coach Wash from WEA Sports Talk. And we just on here, man. Another week. We went through another week, Coach.
Week by week.
That's it. Week by week, play by play. It's all coming down to the who is the Elite Eight. And we're gonna talk about it at some point. We're gonna talk about who's the Elite Eight. That's part of the segments. We're gonna talk about that. So get ready for that. We're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna kind of talk about some of the players. If we got anybody, I've been trying to get guys to talk about some of them players, man. Sending some of that player stuff, so we can acknowledge some of the players, man. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna try to add some folks to log into this thing. Yep. So yeah, man. Another week, Coach. So had some good football that went on in every division, man. Some of these games, some of these guys are playing some big games in the beginning, man. Up front. Week two was hot with a couple games of the week that can potentially help kind of shape what what you're gonna be looking like going into week 6, 7, and 8. I mean, really, all you got to do is kind of sustain yourself. All you got to do is win some of those big games and just kind of sustain yourself until it's time for the playoffs. Because they're gonna pick the top two. Yep. Everybody, they're gonna pick the top two out of the Central, the Northern, the Southern, and the Eastern Division, man. And that's what it's gonna be, man, for the playoffs. The middle school second annual playoffs, man. The top two qualify. They're gonna take the top two out of each division, man. So you got a battle, man. It's a battle, and I think it's a lot of close battles going on, man. And Wash, so you had one this weekend, man. You had the game of the week. You had the game of the week coming. The game of the week came out of the Central Division, right? And you had Sedgefield and Piedmont. You see it right here on the screen. Right here, we had Sedgefield and Piedmont. They went at it. Two of the top teams. And Coach Wash, you done put that team together over there, man. And I know you had a slight setback, man. One of your weapons. It's hard to when you playing the defending champs. You pretty much go into their home. I think y'all played on neutral ground.
Played in West Charlotte. That was a good experience.
It's kind of neutral ground, that high school feel. You know what I mean? Everybody gets faster on the turf. You know what I mean? Hopefully the kids don't get too excited from being in that high school stadium. But I think you've already exposed a lot of your kids to high school type stuff, environments with the training and stuff that you do from year to year. But you went in there to Piedmont. I'm assuming it was their home game.
Yeah, it was their home game.
Right. So you go into hostile territory essentially, and you go into it and you play the city champions, man. So tell us a little bit about that game, man, and how it went, and just give an eye. We'll start right here with the Central Division. You and Piedmont.
Yeah, it was a good game. We had them. They like the onsides. We had them on I think a third down play. They got that first one up the middle to start the game. We had we playing good defense. We were moving the ball, and then we got in the red zone, got a couple penalties, and then right before the half, they hit us with one bad communication in the secondary. So halftime, it was 12-0.
Right.
And then I think they got their last touchdown in the fourth, and then we scored right before the game was over. We had opportunities to move the ball, just poor execution, on the offensive end, far as the players, not just executing. It was kind of ugly,
right?
We all that's fixable. but our kids didn't hang the head down because we were playing good ball. It's just we went in with a player short, but no excuses on that. Our running back went down, so he didn't get to play. Sprained ankle, and he really drives the team. But we played what we got. It was good. We kind of knew what was going to be going into it, trying to make the adjustments. So we ended up getting it 20. It was 20-6. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. We took the
Kind of
L. So
what I heard. I know sometimes the scoreboard don't indicate how well the game was played. I mean, especially with Sedgefield, it may look like you see the 20-6 score, but it probably doesn't define the actual quality of play that you probably had at times from quarter to quarter. Of course, it looks like, okay, well, Piedmont just kind of dominated. Piedmont just doing what they do. Now, the report that I got was your D line was dominating them boys up front.
Yeah, we got a great D line,
yeah,
man.
I heard that you had some pretty good D line play. You had some pretty good D line play, and then but Piedmont, you got Piedmont in a lot of long down situations.
Yes, they were going one time, and we moved them back. Got them back. I think maybe 15-20. We moved them back. So
they scored on you on the fourth down, huh?
Yep, they got us on the third down and the fourth down. I mean, and not just like 3rd and 10. I'm like 3rd and 4th and long. So we just got to correct that with communication. And secondary got to communicate who has who. Safety's got to stay over the top. But it was a good game, man. We were getting to them. We were making some good plays. They played pretty good, but we were getting to them. I ain't gonna take nothing from them, but we were making some good plays, man. Our D line was really getting up there, getting to the quarterback. Like running back, he did get that one. That was it. We did pretty good containing him for the rest of the game.
So tell me a little bit about Piedmont. Does Piedmont look like Piedmont?
Yeah, Piedmont is Piedmont, but I've been playing them for years. I'm not gonna take nothing from them, but they was deep, but not as deep as I thought they were as far as like numbers. But they got 20 plus. But normally, they kind of they come in outsize you. For our kids, they think that they said it wasn't the case. They won 20 points, but I've seen some great Piedmont offenses. I mean, they did pretty good. They were calling some stuff. I liked it. When we see it again, we'll adjust to it.
Right. Yeah. So So you had your 20-6. Just a small setback for you, Coach. We knew it was going to be a battle. I knew you was going in there with your you say no excuses, and of course you wanted to be next man up. But sometimes the depth chart might give you the next man up, but he might not be like that dog. So I heard before you guys played this game, I heard that I was like, man, are they gonna be able to stop that Sedgefield running back? Because they had heard about that running back. Your running back, and I don't think these guys knew that the running back was out this week. And that kind of when you got your star running back out, man, when you got come on now, is that not the difference maker? Well, of course it is.
Yes, hard to replace somebody like him now.
Yeah, you can't. You start running back go down, bro. It's a problem. It's a problem with the run game. So anyway, but you managed to put up score on them and make it look at least decent. You know what I mean? Not look crazy like they donut you. That's everybody's terminology. Like you put up, it was a donut. Twin couldn't even score now. You put something on the board, and Piedmont got the dub. But I'm pretty sure there's a possibility that y'all gonna revisit this thing.
Yeah, I told him that. I said, man, we gonna see you a little later. And I believe that Cole Harley, man. When we huddled up, our kids like, we gonna put this. Be watched like, man, we gonna put this behind us. We got 5 more games. We're gonna win them all. So our focus is, today was we can't lose another one.
Right. So give me a couple players that stood out on both ends. Your end, on your end and also on Piedmont's end? Some players
On
to
our
watch
end, we had
because we're trying to. We at some point we're going to build this all conference on the line sports media and WEA. We're going to do that first annual all conference team. So as we talk about these kids, these are some of the kids that we can possibly,
yeah, I'm gonna give it to my offensive line, man. Jeremiah, Henry, Center Cade, Willie, and Mo. They play good on the offensive line. In the D line, as far as Chris, Jeremiah, Robert, and Mo. On defense, I think our D line and O line played the best ball. Secondary, we gotta keep working with that. But as far as that up front, they played pretty good, man. They played pretty good, and I'm just gonna give it to the D line. And Piedmont had a pretty good. Number 8 was good, pretty good. He's a tall guy. They running back ran pretty good. After that one, we didn't see we kind of contained that. The quarterback play was pretty good. He made his throws, got the ball out quick. Got the ball out pretty quick. I think they were down a couple players too, but really on that most on the offensive end, I would say the quarterback play was pretty good. They got that one long run. I give them that, but number 8's a tall guy that throw it up to him. Throw it up to him high, and he'll catch it. Right. And I was impressed with the quarterback getting the ball out, making those quick throws to the flat. He was able to get those going. So
number 8, they got a number 8 pretty good for Piedmont, and then that quarterback sounds like
he was pretty good. Getting his throws out, quick throws, getting them to where they're supposed to be, putting them right there. So I was impressed with that. Not really having to roll in the pocket, catch it, and throw it. So yeah.
Yeah, so good. Couple players to watch. Great. So O-line, man. O-line, typically that O-line don't get a lot of love, man. So good job shouting out that offensive line, man, because offensive line don't get that love, man. So you got to show them some love, man. Give them their flowers, man, because it's not quote unquote those glorified positions.
Yep.
Kids, and I'm pretty sure that you keep them nice and motivated, and that's what you got to do to that O-line. So you got to give them their flowers, man, when they out there getting it done. So good job on that. And I'm sure you'll bounce back. So let's go to look like Eastway and Whitewater. Eastway, Eastway bounced back. I think they took a L last week, maybe.
No, I think Eastway is.
We got that somewhere.
Yeah, they lost to Piedmont, so they're 1-1 in the conference too.
So you got Eastway. Eastway is where are you? Yeah, they're 1-1. So they lost one last week. So they bounced back. Whitewater, they beat Whitewater 26-6. Looks like Whitewater probably has dropped a couple so far. And so that the Eastway team, man, and that's what you want to do. You want to have that bounce back now.
You got to bounce back.
Yeah, you got to be. It's not about you took the L. What do you do next? What happens next? How do you get that team? How do you get that team from week to week motivated and recharged and re-energized and motivated and ready to play again? The next week, man. So that's super important for Eastway. Whitewater. They just got to keep grinding. It's hard to come back from that 0-2 and get yourself into that Elite 8 when you got teams like Sedgefield and Piedmont. When you got teams like Sedgefield and Piedmont in the Central Division, that's probably fighting for that number 1 and 2 side. But let's talk about it. Kennedy.
Yeah, I think Kennedy is 0-2. I think last week they lost to.
I got it right here. Well, I don't know who they lost to, but I know they are.
I think they lost to Whitewater. And Randolph
lost to Whitewater. Yeah.
Randolph looking pretty good. They're 2-0 in the conference.
Yeah, Randolph 2-0 in the conference. I'm not sure if that's the norm for Randolph to get a fast start like they are. And
that's pretty. That's right where they normally at. They're pretty good. How they start their schedule. They're
pretty good at starting quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, So Randolph starts out quick. 2-0 in the conference right now. So that it's still early on. So and then we'll go here to Spar versus Wilson. Looked like that was a forfeit. Not sure what that was all about. Typically,
Yes,
that
Paul didn't
sometimes
feel a
means
team,
that
and then
somebody don't have enough kids.
yeah, they didn't feel a team. So and we spoke about last week. Northeast didn't take that game against Wilson.
Right. Okay, yeah. That's exactly what you was talking about last week. Somebody ducking some smoke. Somebody, hey, watch. Somebody ducking some smoke right there, baby. Hey, and we ain't
You
gonna we ain't
want to
gonna
play
call them
good.
out.
You want to play good, man. You better get as many games as you can. I'm not with taking no games off, man.
Hey man, the bottom line is about being battle tested, man. Because
Yep,
this thing gonna come down to the wire, man. If you want your kids to play for beyond 7 weeks, you got to get battle tested.
you got to get
You
battle
know,
tested.
you got to get battle tested. So that was a forfeit somewhere. Kind of hurts both teams at the end of the day because you sitting there idle for another week, right? And not playing. So it kind of hurts both teams. Wilson, who probably I think they took a L last week. They need to they need to bounce back, but you don't have anybody to play, right? Because
Yep.
some smoke duckers, some duck smokers, smoke duckers. But I ain't gonna get on. I'm gonna let them go. So then we go to the Southern Division. Let's see how that went. Quail Hollow and Southwest looks like another forfeit. Somebody ain't. Yeah, I don't know if that's some smoke being ducked over there, but
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in that conference. I don't know who forfeit over there in that
yeah.
conference.
So
I
yeah,
thought, I thought everybody had a game in that conference.
something ain't right.
Last week they didn't have no maybe Southwest didn't want to play because they played last week, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Somebody didn't show up. Somebody didn't show up, or somebody doesn't have enough players or something. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what happened right there, coach. But that's another forfeit. It ain't good. It ain't good to see them forfeits hitting the scoreboard, bro.
No, you don't want to see that, especially in the conference where I know all those teams played last week. We had to score, so I don't know what's happening with Southwest.
Yeah, like last week, I think AG and Southwest played in to a 26 to it was 28-0 AG and Southwest. So I don't know why you get a forfeit with Quail Hollow in Southwest. Quail Hollow played against Community House. They won 20-0. So whatever happened there, you know, Quail Hollow gets the win. So
Yep.
Southwest,
So
another loss.
they put
Another
them
loss in the conference. They dropped to Crestdale, who's always one of last year's Final 8 teams, Final 4. Yeah. Crestdale was Final 4 team. Yeah. So Crestdale, Final 4 team. They look like it was a 6-0 game. I don't know if that's a forfeit, but
yeah,
it
that was
was
a real game. So they're 1-1. I
yeah.
think that's like they only scored
Yeah,
like
so because Crestdale lost to J.M. Robinson
Robinson last week.
last week. Interesting, man. People are beating people, like you think they're gonna be consistent, but then they taking these L's because right here you got J.M. Robinson who beat Crestdale last week. How about Carmel comes back and beat them 16-6.
Is Karma undefeated? Did they win last? I think they're
I
undefeated.
think if we looked at the conference, if I had to look at that again, Carmel is 2-0 because
2-0.
they beat South Charlotte last week
So they're
26-0.
looking pretty good.
Yeah. So Carmel, instead of Crestdale, Carmel has emerged as the one of the top teams
That number one contender in that conference.
in that Southern Division. And AG, who I not sure, but this AG team is balling.
Yep,
All
they
right.
won last week 28-0 over Southwest.
28-0 against Southwest.
So they're putting up some points.
Now they're 20. So they that offense looks like it's clicking for AG. Put up 28. And we love to reach for those guys. If you're out there, if anybody know about some of these teams in the Southern Division, telling them make sure they go on and follow On the Line Sports Media, WEA, right on Facebook. We're gonna do this every week, and tell us a little bit about what's going on in the conference. We'll get the coach, we'll get the head coach on. All he has to do is reach out to us or the AD and tell us a little bit about what's going on in this conference. We'd love to have a representative from each conference to come on so they can talk about it. So we're gonna move on to the Northern Division. So you had Ridge Road and Ranson.
We talked about this last week.
That's normally a big game. That's a big game. I think that was game of the week. One of the game of the weeks in Northern Division. We had 2 games of the week, and this was one of them. So we had Ridge Road and Ranson. And
that was close, 6-0. Ranson for the last 2 weeks have only scored a touchdown to win, so they must have a good defense.
They had a 6.60, and then they had a 8-6. Was it 8-6 last week?
Let me look. No, yep, 8-0 against Bailey.
8-0 against Bailey. So they one thing they are doing is they pitching shutouts.
Yeah, they pitching shutouts now.
So if you come up against Ranson, you know they ain't letting nobody cross them pylons yet. So that defense is gonna be charged up. So, but we was expecting a little bit more out of that game as far as from a scoring standpoint.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, but like I said last week, man, you know, week 1, week 2, offenses are still trying to, you know, get their chemistry together. You only had a couple weeks to get ready, so you know, so it takes some teams a little longer. But you know, hey, if you're playing good defense, you know, if you're playing good defense, you can stay in these games.
Yep,
you got to stop the other teams scoring. That's the bottom line, right? So Ranson, Ridge Road has unfortunately dropped 2 games already. Ranson is undefeated. Runner-ups from last year's CMS City Championship.
Yep.
So
2-0 on the conference.
So they done started off 2-0 on the conference. And we'll go to J.M. Alexander and K8 North Hawks.
That's right across the street from you guys, right? I'll put up another 50. I'm seeing.
Yeah, we 50. Whew.
Boys, y'all done bust 100 already.
106 to be exact. I wasn't I wasn't expecting this. You know, I'm a little bit surprised that we were able to put up this many points again this week, because and I think what it is, it just comes from, man, you know what? One thing I'm surprised about this team at J.M. Alexander is there's not a lot of penalties. Like, I'm really proud of that. No offside penalties, no flagrant fouls, nothing to slow the game down. So, and that's always good in the beginning where you got a team that's disciplined and they don't have a lot of penalties. And I think that keeps that game, it keeps that game going. So we were able to, we was able to we run a lot of tempo. This team runs a lot of tempo. So they back on the ball. The defense, of course, has pitched another shutout. 56-0 first week, 50-0 this week. J.M. Alexander 2-0 in the conference. So we're gonna see where that goes. And we'll talk about next week's schedule, because I think next week they got we have Ranson.
That's going to decide the conference right there. That's going to decide the conference.
Maybe we're gonna talk about this next game, this next season. But hey, listen, it's still game on. But check it out, man. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a hawk in the building. My man, Chris Hawk in the building, man. What's up, man?
What's going on, fellas? Doing good,
man. We on tonight, man. You know Coach Wash, right? WEA.
Oh yeah, that's my dude, man. Yeah.
What's going on, Chris? How you doing?
Coach Wash,
man.
Yeah. We're in the building, man. We going over this middle school thing, man. In week 2, man. So we just kind of going through the conferences and talking about who's in, who's out right now. Right now, ain't nobody out. I ain't gonna count nobody out. But if you drop two, it's hard to say. You might be out. But anyway, so right now we're at Coolwood. We're in the Northern Division, and we're at Coolwood and James Martin. They both won last week, so
Okay,
that's a
so
good game.
everybody's they're still both teams still alive. Coolwood is what 2-0 in the conference.
Yep.
James Martin 1-1.
Yeah, that'll
You
leave
talked
James
about
Martin at
them being a
1.
sleeper team, Coolwood. You said that last week.
You remember that was part of my predictions. Yeah.
Yep, you said that.
Yeah, they look like they done put together pretty solid staff over there. I like those guys over there. They're coaching really good football. I think the kids they got a new coach, and I think and it's when you get that new coach, man, and I think all of us can attest to this. When you get that new coach, man, it's just all about the buy-in.
Yep.
Right? When you get that new coach, it's about the buy-in, man. Has everybody bought in to what his philosophies are? You got to bring that staff. First of all, you got to have like-minded staff with you when you're a new coach. Have they bought in to your philosophy, right? And then you got to get the kids to buy in. And it just got to be all positive, and everybody got to be bought in, right? So I think Coolwood has brought in a new coach. I think Coach Rory, the new head coach, and they bought in. They 2-0.
2-0.
They 2-0. So they bought in and to that. So Bailey and Bradley, these two neighboring teams, they're right there close to each other, and 18-0. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you who the sleepers are. You can march into Bailey if you want to, and think you're gonna get a dub. Them boys up in Lake Norman playing football, man. They
Yeah,
playing football.
they
Yeah,
what 1-1.
they're 1-1. They only lost 8-0 to Ranson last
Yep.
week.
Yep.
Yeah, they got some.
Now,
They got
Bailey,
some.
is that the what Lake Norman used to play back in the day? Is that beside Huff? Or
Yes,
do they
sir.
have their own field? So they have a
Yeah,
turf
no, that's
field
it.
and
That's
lights,
it up
right?
there. Yeah, that's
They
up
got
there.
turf and lights.
Yeah,
Only middle
yeah,
school doing that.
yeah. Come on, man. They got that bread, man.
Yeah, they got that money up there.
You know they got that bread up there, Hawk.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, them boys can. Hey, ain't no running clock up there, baby. Hey,
Tell
let
you.
it roll. We'll turn the lights on. we'll turn the lights on if it get too dark up here. You know. But anyway, hey, shout out to them. Bailey had a good week. Puts them at 1-1 in the conference, and we'll pull up the conference standings here in a second. Once again, so we'll move over to the Eastern Division. Cochran and Mint Hill. Mint Hill. you,
Made the
you
playoffs
you
last
got
year. So we're
Mint
undefeated,
Hill's
right?
the final 18 from last year.
Yep.
Mint Hill final 18 from last year, man. So
That's Coach
they
Knox over
balling.
there. He's been consistent for years.
Yeah, Mint Hill been consistent, man. Even with their youth programs that they got over there, man, they always putting out some good athletes, some good teams. They solid across the board. You can't say enough about the Mint Hill organization. I think right now they got even their youth program. I think now they moved Pop Warner, Mint Hill
Yep. Oh
Raven.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that 30-0. What was the score last week? Ross, you got that?
For me, Hill 24-6. They're putting up points.
24-6 and 30-0. Who did they
Yep.
play last week?
They play MLK.
MLK. So there you have it. So they put up some points. They over 50 something points already for the season. McClinton, I was surprised about this right here. McClintock and Albemarle Road. What's up with that, man?
I thought it'd be a closer game considering Alma Road went to work last week. Who did they play? They played Cochran and put up 38. So I thought it'd be a little closer game. Just McClintock and Alma Road. Alma Road is 1-1. But after we played them, I knew that. I said they got a pretty good team over here, man.
And McClintock.
They gonna be on fire in their conference.
You dropped 38 on them, John.
Yep. But I seen it though. I was like, they working with some things. Nice quarterback, nice size.
Yeah, but that
Once they
cross
get
play a little.
together,
They look good, but that cross play a little different when they march over to when
that
they
cross play is a
when
little
they
different.
march over to that Central Division. And
We
you
played
know
in
what I
Central
mean?
and North Division. That cross play is a little different, bro.
Cross play a little different, and
They
so
put up 50.
they put up a 50 ball. Mm,
Mhm.
ah, I hurt. Yeah. So MLK and Northridge.
Northridge is rolling. What did they
Northridge
let's see what they did last week.
final 18 from last
Yep.
year.
They put up Northridge put up 21 points over Northeast last week.
21-0 Northeast. I don't know what happened on this one. Eastern. But anyway, 21-0 last week, 44-0 this week. Northridge is balling, man. And
They rolling.
that's my man. That's my man. Daryl, man. Me and him been, we've been friends for, for a minute, man. Me and Daryl, man. I met him. He's a great guy, man. And man, he got a little quarterback over there, man. Little Trey. That's his son. He playing. Hey, Daryl, stop playing daddy ball. But anyway, your boy Trey over there. But you know what? You can't call it daddy ball. If your son is better than every quarterback on the team, it
It's
ain't
not
daddy
that
ball. It ain't daddy ball. We going with the
True.
best player. But he got to
that
hey,
conference is kind of funny. They have 3 teams undefeated in the
what
conference.
division is it? The Eastern. They got 2 teams undefeated. They got Mid Hill and Northridge.
Yep. And McClintock, that game didn't count. Like, they don't use that, that
Oh
cross
yeah,
play.
we didn't mark that
They
one
don't
down.
use it. But
So that was a forfeit.
conference play, McClintock is 1-0.
Okay, but okay, so yeah, you can essentially you can say they 1-0. Yep. So yep. So 3 teams undefeated over there. That's gonna be
That's gonna be
interesting.
something to look out over there in that Eastern Conference with 3 teams. They haven't lost a conference game.
Yep. And conference play is the most important, man.
That's it.
Really. You can play all these other games and get battle tested, man. It's really all about what happens in the conference. Hawk, you
Yep.
know about that. It's about conference play, right?
Oh yeah. Right.
Yeah. Even in high school, you can play all these.
Mm-hmm.
You can play that tough schedule in the beginning. That really just helps you get battle tested.
For the end of the
Yeah, that's,
season.
that's all do. Yeah.
Helps you get battle tested, and hopefully you can get some takeaways, some positive takeaways from what happens, whether you win or lose. You got to get the takeaways and take them back and work on them, right? So yeah. So then we got I don't know what happened right here. This Northeast.
They didn't want to play Northeast. That they could have took that bye and played Wilson. They didn't want to play that.
Oh, that's somebody else ducking smoke, dog.
So
They ducking smoke.
I don't know what you call it. Maybe they don't have.
Who
Maybe
took a
they're not
smoke?
deep enough. Maybe they're not deep enough to go
Hey,
out
bro.
and play.
Hey, man, I'm calling it like it is. Stop ducking smoke, man. Come on. Yeah, Coach Washington. I can't believe
it's only supposed to be 2 forfeits a week in the middle school, and that's out the Central and the Eastern. It's only supposed to be 2 forfeits a week because of teams that didn't feel scared, of schools that didn't feel teams.
So are we consistent with the 2 forfeits this week? Because I see one right here in the center. Huh?
But when we get to this Southern Division now, we're talking about the Southern Division.
It didn't have to be a forfeit.
I don't know what happened in that division, that conference.
They ducking smoke out here.
Something happened.
Hey, Coach Booker, man. Hey, I love all y'all, man. I just want to see y'all play from week to week, man. Because it ain't gonna do nothing but hurt your kids and hurt your team if you ducking smoke now. I'm telling you. At some point, you got to get in the ring. At some point, if you want to get invited to the big dance, you got to get in the ring, baby. We inviting everybody to the party. Who want to dance? Some of them don't want to dance. Some of them don't want to dance, boy. I'll tell you what. That's dead wrong, man. If you invite me to the party, baby, I want to dance. Shoot, but some folks don't want to dance, man. So good. Hey, man, some good football going on. Middle school, man. We're trying to hype this thing up, man. So much negative energy about middle school football, man. So much negative energy. And I see, man, some of it don't look as like it should, you know. But that's going on around the city, even in some of this youth football, even in some of this high school football.
Yep.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. So yeah, they're talking about middle school football, yeah, because they got something to pick on. Let's pick on middle school football. Well, look, man, some of y'all boys in recreation football, youth ball, ain't looking like football, and middle and high
Yeah.
school football ain't looking like football. So cut it out.
True.
I
Hey,
used to
Very true.
dog middle
yeah, you
school.
used to think like that. I say, Booker, you got to
Yeah,
play with the cards you dealt.
yeah.
It's easy to. I used to tell you this all the time. It's easy on the outside looking in. You got to take the kids you have, coach them up, and play.
Yeah, I mean, and that's it. You know, and we talked about it. You know, with my staff over at JM Alexander, man, it's all about who registers. If you coach the kids that register and turn in all their paperwork at that school, and they come out, and you gotta, and if you can, you and your staff can coach, then we'll see, right? So I did give middle school a hard time because. And I still give, yeah. It's some more coaching that needs to be done, some
Yeah, we
improvement.
get a lot of good
Yeah, yeah,
veteran coaches.
and that's across
A
the
couple young
board. Even
guys in there, but it's like a lot of veteran coaches who used to coach youth ball now are able to help out the programs and really coach it up.
yeah, I'm one of the old dudes, man. This one, this is my first. Hey, this is crazy, man. I've been coaching football for a minute. And I love it. This is my first. This is my first journey into middle school football. It's and I went into it with a kind of cloudy thought process. Not knowing what to expect, right? Because I had been dogging middle school for a while on the outside looking in, right? So it's a challenge, and but the thing I like about it is the difference that I like about middle school football versus the youth coming from the youth football programs is you get these kids at 12 and 13, you get them for 5 days a week, right? And that is a good opportunity for you to develop your team. If you get 5 days, that's a lot of time. 2 hours a day to
School
develop.
ball is
Yeah,
back to school ball,
right. Now
and
in
really
youth
catching up
football,
again.
when I was coaching 12 and 13-year-old teams, you man, we got them jokers. We sometimes we didn't even get them twice a week because they was all at their school ball practices. Sometimes we didn't see them kids until game day. So
Yep.
really, it was kind of tough. So I think that for me, I think I benefit better in youth and in middle school because
Yep.
I'm able to coach every day, right? I'm able to coach every day. Sometimes it'd be 6 players at my youth football practices, 12 U and 13 U practices. That what I'm gonna do with that? What I'm gonna do with six kids? Now you get 35 in front of you. It's time to go to work. You
Running
know
the
what I mean?
program. I tell people it's different than youth. I say you're running a program at these middle schools, man. It's a lot to go into it, getting them on the bus. Now they're getting used to really getting ready for high school, far as locker room behavior, being in a locker room, um, getting on the field. I got to get dressed, get ready, in and out, getting on the field, to get back in the locker room, get my stuff together, getting on the bus, getting your travel stuff ready on the bus, like making sure you got your hydration, extra equipment that if you got to fix something, make sure you got your medical bags, your balls. You got to have a checklist before you get on that bus because, I'm on the bus. So making sure you got a checklist and then get on the bus and go through your checklist again with all the kids and then get on the road logistic wise. It's a good experience, man.
Yeah, man. It's a lot. At the end of the day, man, with all this coaching, man, and it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot to go. My hats off to guys that take time away from their families and that does this, man. Um, Head coaches and their assistants and everybody. where that builds these staffs, man. It takes a lot of work, whether it's middle school football, whether it's youth football, high school football. It's a lot of man hours into what you do to try to put that product on the field from week to week. You know, this crap don't just fall out the sky, right? It's a lot of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and people think we still, yeah. There's some Saturdays that go into it too. And even some Sundays where you sitting at home and you want to really give that quality time to your family, but you thinking, what I'm gonna do next week? You know, what can we do next week to be as successful as we possibly can for everybody? You know what I'm saying? Because your job is to put your program and your team in the best position to win, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So that right? And so those thoughts are constantly going. I'm talking about, no, I ain't just talking about middle school football no more. We're talking about coaching football, period. If you're committed to this thing, right? If you committed and you dialed in and you want to be good, right? And you want to sustain, over the long haul, you gotta you gotta figure out how to put yourself in the best position to win, man. At least be successful. Everybody might not win, but you can find some success in what you do. But it's a lot of man hours, man. And the key is really getting the right people around you. Can y'all agree with that? That's the key.
I agree. Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because you can go in there as the head honcho. You can go in there as the head honcho, big time coach. Everybody know who you are, respect what you've done in the game, but you might not have the right guys around you, and that makes it a little tough on you.
Mhm.
And
You
then
got
now
to
you,
Right.
man.
you know, and we talked about this a long time ago, man, about developing staff and what goes into developing staff. Are we hiring? And we get a little bit off topic, but we'll get back on.
No, that's a good topic.
Right. So when we bring coaches in to different programs, right? Middle school, high school, whatever, we'll talk about that. We're just talking about the whole scope of bringing in a head coach, right? This head guy. What is the mindset of this head guy when he brings in a guy? When he comes in, when you come in, so I'm bringing in Coach Washington, right? He's a new guy, right? So when Coach Washington got there, there was some obviously a staff already there, right? Does Coach Washington bring in his homeboys, or does he interview the staff? Because does he interview the staff and talk to everybody on the staff to see if these guys can help? You know what I'm saying? Elevate the program or whatever
Yep.
the expectations
Well, I
are.
can speak on
Or
my
do people
experience.
bring in? I think the biggest one of the biggest mistakes that I've seen in high school football, especially, is people bring in their friends, their homies, they boys that they graduated with, they boys that want an opportunity, cool, we cool with them, and then you don't have the right chemistry. What do you think
Yeah.
about it?
Like when I came in, I was assistant, and then the coach stepped down, and he had an assistant, and then he said, "Wash, I'm not gonna be able to do it full time. I can't do it. I'm gonna tell him to
Right,
hire you." He said, "I can come help, but I can't commit to the schedule."
right,
So I went from assistant like half the season, maybe 3 games in, and then they hired me. But he was still there, which
right,
was good because he knew the kids. He worked in the building.
right,
So the next year, I think he left. No, he came. He came. Then I brought some people I knew who I knew can coach and play the central with me as my partners. I brought some of my homeboys in. I knew I
right,
could trust to help get me going when I went on offense, and that was good. Then the next year he left. Then the old coach came back for like a year, which was good. But I had my staff, and
right.
that gave
How important is that though? How
it.
important is it for the previous coach? Does this hurt or help? And from what I hear you saying, that it kind of helps you, but does it hurt for the previous coach to be there still staffed, or does it hurt for him to be still staffed? And maybe in middle school, but I think in high school, once you relieve your duties, you pretty much out. You're no longer on the
Yeah.
staff. You can't just hang
Right.
around.
Yeah.
I think
But
in middle school it helps because I'm not in the building, but I'm the head coach. And in middle school, you're really not gonna make it unless you got a coach on your staff that's in that building, who's with the kids every day, can talk to the kids and get the kids, recruit the kids, get all the kids to come out. He's in the building. He knows everything about the kids and
right.
tell you about the program, the administration, how it works, and you got a liaison between you and the
That
school.
now that makes sense because in high school, I think the head coach has to be a part of the staff. I take it right. Is that right?
Yep.
He
Mm-hmm.
has to do something in the school. As far I
Yeah,
think he has
mental
to teach.
mechanics. You do. Well,
What
now
does he
you
have
don't
to
have
do?
to. Nah, well, I know mental mechanics. I don't think you have to actually teach as long as you do something in the school.
You
I
could
know
be
gas
maybe
mechanics.
a BMT or something on behavior
Right,
modification.
exactly. There you go. That's it. You can do that in medical mechanic and Cleveland County too. Gas mechanic, I think you don't have to work in the school to be a head coach.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
you know.
so but that doesn't that offer some like Coach Washington you made a good point, Coach Washington. Doesn't that offer some challenges though when the coach, like you just said, Coach, is not in the building, so he really not able to connect all the dots that it takes to get to put the team together, recruit. I mean, get kids in, get all the paperwork in, kind of evaluate kids, talk to kids. So it's kind of tough when you don't work at the school, I think.
Well, all the head coaches I know work in the building. I don't know none that don't work at the school. So I guess that that goes along with B. Washington saying every head coach I know works at the school. Now like me, I don't work at school, but assistant coaches, you got some that work at the school, some don't. But I guess it helps. But then most of the, how can I say it? Most of the influential coaches I know don't work at school. If that make any sense.
Right.
Like for
So
dealing with the kids and all that. Like I'm talking about different schools, not just where I'm at, but like different schools. You look at the kids, the coaches like really making things happen with the kids. It seems like they don't work at the school.
the ones that have the better relationship with the kids
Right.
and that are connected with the kids are the influential coaches, as you say, that probably a little bit
Hmm.
more connected to the community and know the
Right.
kids. Right.
And
Okay.
I don't know why I like that, but I mean, cause B Watch makes a good points. It's a real good point. And I agree with him, but I mean, I guess it depends on the person. Um,
Yeah.
like some coaches do. Okay, you say it all the time, but and I agree with some coaches do it just to be for clout for the name out there. They ain't really doing it to connect with kids. They doing it cause so and so look good coach at a Butler, Mountain Creek, West Charlotte, Chambers, whatever. It look good on social media, look good on your resume. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Everybody don't have the same intentions, coaching. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like it ain't kid first. A lot of them just winning and like I say just get your name out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Well, like I said, man, it's got to be with these jobs, man, like this, man, bringing in coaches, man. eh, You got to have like-minded guys, and people got to buy into your
Got to.
philosophy. And I'll say that, and I'll say that, and I'll repeat that, and I believe in it. But that if I'm on a staff, man, and I want like-minded guys that's
Hmm.
around me that believes in my philosophies, my style. You may not agree with everything, right? But you're super open minded. You're open minded. As a matter of fact, I want guys around me that can help me grow. You know,
Right. Everybody
as a
come up
coach.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
want potential, and I've always said this. I want potential head coaches on my staff, right?
Hmm.
I want guys, even though they may not be inspired to be a head coach right away, but they got so much potential to be head coaches, you know. And those are the guys that I want surrounding me. Whether I might meet a guy, it may not be my homeboy. Like you said, though,
Hmm.
Watch, you got some friends that you hire that you can trust and that that has a desire to trust. Like what's your boy name from Dorado that coached for a long time? That coach was Coco.
Oh,
So
Coco. Coach
You,
Holmes, yeah.
you already know what his commitment is to the community. You already know what his connection is with families and kids. You already know that he's, his X's and O's and his mindset. So you already know this guy. So if that's my homeboy, I have no problem bringing him in, right?
Yep. You
I don't
got to
have a
have good people on your staff, man. Like Darian, like Cupperson.
yeah,
Darren works for the sheriff. Coach Tony's brother, Cupperson. He been with me the
Mm-hmm.
longest, man. Cup came in when we had Bubba. It's been me and Cup the longest too. We've been there through the whole transition of the school. Me and him, we don't seen it. Shit, we don't been through a couple staffs. It's been me and him the whole. I think Cup came in 17, 18 with me. He was on my staff at 18. We've been together rocking a long time. We've been having our moments, but that's all good. You can have moments, but I'm glad to have them on my staff, man. You gotta know your people, trust them. Cause sometimes I'll be like, it's the offense. They be like, no, watch this, the players. Like yesterday, I'm like, it's what might not scoring. They were like, it's the players not executing the play. Then you sit back and you look, you like, oh yeah, it is.
maybe it is.
It's him.
Yeah,
We call it
right.
right. It's him. But just get your staff can bicker, but at the end of the day, we on the same path, want the same things, same goals, and you move on and you work together and make sure
Yeah, the whole
the
key
program
is
is running smooth.
the whole key to me is, do you believe in me as a coach?
Mm-hmm.
No matter what type of differences we might have along the way, because it's a lot of intense stuff that goes on in an everyday practice every week, film room, training, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff you mentioned, Wash, about stuff you got to do to get everything ready and put together, the bus ride and all that. It's a lot put in it. And it might be some head bumping a little bit. But at the end of the day, do I have a staff that's not so egotistical to the point where they gonna lose their belief in who I
Mm-hmm.
am? Because I've interviewed you, I've talked to you. You said that you believe in. You told me you have. I interviewed you. You got like-minded. You're like-minded, like I am. So just because we have a little boom, little banging heads, that's that iron sharper than iron. If you ask me, right?
Yep. And then,
Yeah.
and then it'd be 30 minutes. 30 minutes, it's like nothing happened.
Right. Right.
30
As
minutes
long
ain't
as you
nothing
don't
happened. We're
become
moving on. The kids be like, what? And you 30 minutes, you're moving on to something else. We go, this is how we do.
as
But
long as you don't become toxic,
yeah,
right?
you can't be
Right.
toxic because you gotta get
Right.
toxic out of there. And
Right.
anybody, like I'm a tyrant. I'm military style. But if you got a guy in there, your kids don't like the guy, you gotta watch that too. If your kids don't like a guy, you gotta watch that too. I'm not saying he might not be a good coach, but the kids really don't like a guy. And I ain't talking about his X's and O's, but something about him the kids don't like. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta watch out for that too. He may be X and O guy, but if your kids, you seeing your kids don't like him, don't really want to listen to him,
Right. They're not responding to it.
you got to be attentive to that.
Yeah.
It might be
You gotta pay attention to
Yeah.
everything.
and it might be the kids not just following him, and you like, yo, you know what he's talking about, or it could be something else. Sometimes kids, you gotta listen to your kids sometime too. Keep
You
your eye
better
on
know
that.
it. You better know it. So,
You gotta
Coach,
keep your eye on
Coach,
that.
Coach Howe, so you can attest to a little bit of this. You've been on a couple
Mm-hmm.
staff, pretty, pretty. Yeah, you've been on a couple staffs, pretty
Mm-hmm.
high quality football teams. With Chambers and Butler. Now at Butler in those programs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the it takes when you get that new coach in? What's the buy? Are we kind of consistent with what we're saying when we talk about these
I agree.
stats?
Everything you said, both of y'all, I agree with. It's no, especially like with high school. I mean, you can go two different ways. Like say, you could come in there, and I'm saying what I would do. Yeah, see the coaches you already got there, and see like how they bond with the kids. But then
Right.
too, you got to have like every head coach got his own offensive defensive system. So if if I'm going if I go to Butler and they running a wishbone, but I'm used to running at a spread offense. I might have to bring my own offensive coordinator in. But
Right.
now, like defense, like the new thing 4-2-5. Some people run a 3-3-5. I might be a 4-3 dude. So we have to kind of see how we can meet somewhere in the middle. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say I get rid of, but we got to see how we can blend. But the key is like y'all saying, y'all got to be on one accord, one mind. You ain't gonna agree all the time, but you got to mesh together. Have that culture, have that system, to where y'all on the same page. Cause if you're not, it's gonna be bad, man. I mean, like I said, kids gonna pick up on it, and you ain't gonna win too many football games like this. Um, so yeah, now what y'all saying, I agree a whole lot. Yeah, you got to have people there who part of your system. Now, like you saying like with college or whatever. Pretty much, you got a new coach come in, he get rid of all the old coaches. He might keep one or two,
Right.
but outside that, he bringing in all his guys. There's pro kind of like that too. Like my good friend, he the running back coach at Alabama, and Nick Saban had his own offense. You're not gonna come in there and run your own offense. No, everybody had to come in there and learn his playbook like going to college, and you got to know it before that first practice. I mean, they ain't no the same expectation is for the players, same one for coaches. So whatever he runs, you got to adjust to it.
Right.
And a lot of coaches like that in college. So I mean, but like say you got to even with Alabama. I mean, Saban the greatest coach ever. But look at the assistant coaches he had. He wouldn't have won them 7 national championships if he didn't have the right assistant coaches. And he'll tell you that. Urban Meyer, great coach, but look at all the assistant coaches he had. And like you saying, Books, you want guys who can be aspiring head coaches. Look at all the
Right.
guys from like Alabama, um, who coached for Urban Meyer, the other successful coaches. Look at all them assistant coaches or head coaches now. So yeah, you want to get some good guys, dog coaches. I call them that X and O's, and they know how to connect with the kids or whatever.
Right.
Um, so
I
yeah,
think that's
I agree. I agree with you saying.
I think that's clutch, man. I think it's clutch to have guys around you that can potentially be head coaches because at some point they're gonna be able in these film rooms in the coaches
Hmm.
room they're gonna be able to teach you some things. They're gonna say some things that maybe because you got some you bring in some younger guys that
Hmm.
that's their minds are clicking. They on point with information. They're evolving with the game, right? And so they're gonna
Hmm.
come in with information. Then you get some old school guys that are still sharp. They sharp and experienced, right? And it's
Yep.
nothing like having a staff where you have you know a different variety of coaches coming from different genres of life in their
Hmm.
journey of coaching, right? So it's good to build a staff like that. But you mentioned you mentioned something very important, and this can be throughout every phase of football. Not every phase, but every levels. Excuse me, every level of football. If a coach has his playbook, if Coach Washington has his playbook, right, and he runs the spread. No, he runs a power. He got a power game, right? And he runs a power game, but he hires a offensive coordinator this year, brings in a new OC, but the new OC he thrives better. He thrives better in a spread offense. Does the coach let this guy implement his playbook, or do most coaches say, "Nah, this is what we're running"? I've ran this power. I run power, and I'm downhill, and I run smash mouth, and this is what I run. But this coach that he just hired, that he likes, he's got good values, and you like the way he sounds, and he believes in you. But when you get to that playbook, it's time to do them X's and O's. He ain't really kicking it with that. He ain't really down with your damn
Hmm.
power, right? He wanna throw that thing. He wanna air raid. You know what I'm
well,
saying? What do
well,
you do?
first of well, first of
Huh?
all, in middle school, unlike high school, your roster is constantly changing year by year. So people ask me, "What do you run?" I say, "I don't know. What we gonna run? I got to see what we have. Like we have a base run game. Like when I first started last couple years, I had like 3-4 plays that I would tell my OC, I know these plays work. We got to run the 3-4 plays. They have to be implemented in the offense. We have to run them, show them what the plays are. I know they guarantee to work. We have to run these. These plays have to be in the playbook. They have to be. But like I'm talking on the middle school level, I think you need to be able to have like 2 offenses that you can draw to, like a run game, and you have to have your pass game set up because one year you might be a passing team, the next year you might not have that. And
so what are you saying?
You might not have that. So you have to build the offense. I think
it's based on your so what you're saying and what I'm hearing based on your personnel.
Build it off your personnel. Okay, we might not be a deep ball team, spread team like that. We could be able to maybe run the ball and get some short routes.
Right.
We might be able to
so
do
you
that.
have to straighten.
We got to build the offense around the personnel. We have to have some plays built. Basically, got to build your offense, I think, for the kids you have, because you can't run spread if you don't got no receivers. You can't run spread if you don't got a quarterback.
Right.
You can't run the power game if you don't have the power game.
You can't run that RPO if you don't have an RPO quarterback.
Yeah, so you have to assess your personnel and look what's best for your kids.
But you know what?
You got to get creative and make something up.
Hey, man.
Make something for your team. Like this gonna work. We're gonna take with your skill set. We're gonna draw up plays to get you the ball here.
Hey, bro, some of these coaches dropping the ball on what you're talking about, because some of these coaches are dead set on. Some of these coaches are dead set on what they're gonna run, and this is what they're gonna run, regardless of the personnel that they have.
It ain't gonna work.
And I think they are failing. You are failing your team. You are failing your team because I said this earlier, and I'm going to say it again. As the head guy, your job is to put your team in the very best position to win football games, to be successful. And if you are closed-minded, to the fact that you may not have the personnel to run that damn offense that you're trying to run, or that 3-3-5, or that 4-5.
They're gonna be out there mad. They're gonna be on you.
But you still trying to run that shit, and you trying to. We ain't getting no dubs, and we ain't scoring no damn point.
You gotta have something set up. You need to have a foundation of plays, and then assess what your team has.
It's a damn system.
Build off that
Listen,
foundation.
Everybody,
for your team.
Every good head coach just gotta have a system.
Yeah.
All right. It's a system, and your system don't always. To me, I got a system, man, that I've been running for years, right? So my system consists of I got a playbook that includes the air raid offense. I got the power game, like you just said, that consists of, it got power in it. It's got spread in it. It's got 2x2, 3x1 sets. It's got a variety of. It's got the new bull crap RPO offense that I don't think everybody can run. But it's all about, do you have the personnel to do that crap? So I'm gonna bring in little Bubby, because he played quarterback here last year. I'm gonna bring him in and I'm gonna run this offense. And guess what? Little Bubby can't run the damn offense because we need an athletic quarterback. We need a dual threat quarterback in here for this shit to run. But some of these coaches, man, are stuck in their playbooks, man, and that is a problem.
They be old school, man. You gotta see what you got. You might have to line up in the power eye, in the wishbone. That might be your best bet. Running some cross bucks and some misdirections. And
damn right.
Your GT and your GH counters on to help you out on that. You got to be better.
And guess what? That shit works. What you just said. Sometimes you got to buckle up and just go downhill, baby. And misdirection, play action. You can't. And guess what? Your next thing you know, damn, we just scored 3 more touchdowns than what we've been scoring. We done scored the last few weeks because that shit we were doing magically. I'm in the pro style old school offense, and that's what works.
You better keep sticking with it.
You better stay with it.
You better stay with it. It's working. You better stay with it and build on it.
Work. You got to stick with it.
Yeah, man. You got to stay with it. I seen you talk, and I hate to bring this up. No, I don't hate to bring it up. You guys made some change to your quarterback position, and in my opinion, my personal opinion, I like this starting. I like the starting quarterback over there at Butler. But when y'all put that other kid in there, I think it's a young kid,
Hey.
young black kid. I think.
Young. He a senior.
Is he young?
No, he a senior.
He's a senior. That boy came in and he was sparking y'all, bro. He was sparking y'all. He was sparking y'all, boy. Hey, he was giving y'all a good chance, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Lil Zach. Lil Zach is
hey, Booker and be watching. If one for that bogus call, we won a game Friday night. You know,
they called what was it?
It was a hard
15-yard penalty. A 15-yard penalty on the ball board.
Was it on
third and 6?
Yeah,
third and 6, and they called a 15-yard penalty on the ball board.
I heard I heard that would mess y'all up.
15-yard penalty. Oh, he didn't do nothing. I think he tried to help the dude up. They threw a flag on him.
That was a terrible call, man.
That's awful.
That was a terrible call.
Awful.
It would have been one more call that he would have had to call. Coach, hey, coach, you better get back. Coach, I said you better get back. He's out of here because I would have lost my shit. I ain't even. I would have lost my shit. He would have, because that was game.
That was game, man. We had it. Now, Moreno, he good, man. We said that a couple weeks ago, in that Richmond County game. And the only reason that game got away because it was 7-7, but we had like 4 straight turnovers on that side of the field in the second half, led in touchdown.
I heard that.
When you got kids like that on your roster, I believe you got to just y'all help me out and tell me whether I'm right or wrong. If you got a kid on your sideline and you let's just say you stuttering with your offense, and you stuttering, you sputtering, and you just ain't getting it done, right? But you got a kid over there that might be able to give you a spark. You ain't benching you're not benching your quarterback. We just gonna put some packages in with this other quarterback that we know can, these boys ain't studied. They ain't been in the film room because they ain't studied this kid. But he comes in. Now you can put in your mesh, your RPO style offense, and they saying, "Oh shit, we didn't see this on film." And then boom, when they adjust to that, then you putting your all right. We done got them adjusted to RPO. Then you putting that pocket passer back in, and light them up. I don't understand coaches. They'll just sit that kid on the sideline, man, just whatever, and take the L.
You better play to win. I don't know. Hey. You better play to win.
But you got to play to win. Now, with Moreno, now he was hurt the first week when we got pistol whipped by Roseville. Now he played Richmond.
I like it. I like that terminology. Get pistol whipped, bro, because y'all got y'all. But anyway, I love y'all anyway. Go ahead.
And then, we should beat Irmo. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I mean, we had a game with touchdown, 10 seconds ago, drop, wide open.
Oh my God. He was wide.
I'm wide open, bro. Like 20 yards wide open.
He got overthrown. Did he touch his hands or he got
No, he's dead in the numbers.
Watch, I promise you, this guy is in the end zone, bro. And I'm talking about nobody 5, 10
nobody around him. Yeah.
Nobody. And he dropped the ball, bro.
Yeah. Game's over. But then the next play, we had number 10 do a post route, wide open, got overthrown. Okay. Then the next play after that, another bogus call. Capo's son. Man, catch of the year. I thought it was in the end zone, but they put him down right at the goal line. We spiked the ball and they kept running the clock.
Yep.
Instead of stop the clock at 2 seconds. Yeah.
We got a comment right here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Let me see how I get this thing up on the screen. Oh, show that. Yeah, I'll show you who it is. Look who it is. Look who it is. Coach Clark says the real season starts tomorrow.
Is
He
that
right.
conference play?
Hey,
Is that
we
conference
ain't losing
play?
no, man.
Is
Listen,
that conference play?
Yeah.
yeah, conference start tomorrow for everybody.
Man, that's all count. And none of the other
Listen,
stuff count. Conference play.
some
Some
of the stuff
games.
like on. Hey,
They,
listen, coaches. On defense, that to me the our biggest problem. We finally, like last week, the boys stepped up, and we can do like that on defense from here on out. I ain't worried about the offense no more. We ain't gonna lose another game, man. It'd be a
just,
long time if we lose a game.
well, y'all got a middle school team this week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all got a middle school team this week. So we ain't even. I mean, I I hate the. I love them.
I know what you're saying. I know what
Yeah,
you're saying.
but yeah, it's it's yeah, it's with the ass tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we got to treat everybody the same though. I mean,
yeah. I
Who
mean,
they
yeah.
got? Who they playing? Garrett, East Mac?
You said it. Ding, 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 ding.
It's one
You
of
hit
the
the
two.
nail on the head, coach.
It's
Yeah,
one
they
of the
playing.
two.
They playing Garringer. He said,
Man,
and
if
Coach
they
says that, and
all
Coach
that
Clark says the
gentrification
real
going
season
on over
starts
there,
tomorrow. Really?
hey, all
It
that
does.
yeah.
gentrification going over there at Garringer, they need to draw the lines up and use that. They need some more. They need to reevaluate their kids and get some and just gentrify the school, bro. I
Well, you
think that
Yeah,
would
know,
because
they
some of the
need.
sports are
be
doing
watch.
good over there. Now, some of them, I know they had a good soccer program. They been having athletes, but they can't keep them. You know, so
Well,
Basketball.
yeah. Well, be watch. We had Coach Clark. It been about a couple months ago, because he coached over there last year, and he's
Hmm.
saying something about like it starts with administration
that's all.
Right.
going
That's
down.
what.
Cause I'm like you, bro. I'm like, man, how the word guarantee that bad every year? That don't
Right.
make no sense. Cause they got kids over there, so I don't understand.
It's
But one
crazy.
of
I
my
was just
friends teaches, and he always says, and I had a principal tell me this. A principal told me this on the sideline. My job ain't to care about these athletics, man. I'm the principal.
really.
Mm,
My job is about the schoolhouse, the academics, because the pressure is on them because of the numbers and things they have to do. Was
Yeah.
called upon them. They have to worry about what's in the building. The building is the most important thing, not the athletics. And some people
mm-hmm.
are trying to get the building together, get those numbers up, move these schools, certain schools from F's to C's, and getting that up and graduation rate, making sure the kids they got so many kids graduating.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that much stuff went into it. Was called upon the jobs at CMS of making sure kids are graduating because that reflects bad on your books. Like almost got to get the kid off your books.
I mean,
Mm.
I get that, man. I kind of get that, but you got to support. You gotta support the athletic program. Either you gonna do that, man. Don't. I think the kid. We're gonna move on from Garinger. We love Garinger, and I think Garinger. Coach, if you're listening, man, I think everybody in the community really want to see that program come alive, man. It's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you coach for. I don't care if you coach for Butler, whoever. If you all the coaches in the conference probably would love to see Garinger compete at a
Yeah,
conference.
Yeah.
Everybody, the whole community, man. So the community's behind you. We ain't really dogging you or nothing like that, man. We really, I think, guys want to come up with a solution because I think a lot of great coaches have come through Garinger. It's just nobody knows. Everybody's kind of. It's just mentally trying to figure out, trying to filter what's going on over there, man. Trying to figure out what's going on at Carringer, man, and how can we come up with a solution? I think I think it's damn start with a JV team. Get you a good JV team. Don't play varsity for 1 year. If they say they won't let them do that for whatever reason, just one or two things. You put their ass in 1A or 2A or whatever, or
Yeah.
with the kids that they have, or you start out with a freaking JV team. Get you some new guys, some community, some guys that knows these kids that's in these 14U and 13U and you get them in that school, and you start out with a JV and develop those kids from ninth grade and do whatever it takes to keep those ninth graders in your program, right? Keep them inspired to play and build it from there. Other than that, bro, you ain't coming in there playing in no damn 4A, playing against Butler and Independence and all these teams, bro. And nah, man, you just being set up to fail, and that's just the bottom line, man. You've
Yep.
been set up to fail.
You, you
Period.
made a good point, Book, and I agree with that. Like, need to get the right. Well, they administration got to get somebody with different mindset. Um, then with the coaches, yeah, you need to get some like coaches like yourself, B. War, guys who are known throughout the community. Get you like a BF, EK, a couple more organizations all just agree to come there in ninth grade and work your way up. Because once you start winning, everything's gonna change. I can promise you that.
Right.
Mindset's gonna change. More kids can come out once you start winning.
Even if I'm not on the staff, B Watch ain't on the staff,
Hmm.
but you bring us in as if nothing else as some consultants, some community
Yeah,
consultants.
yeah.
You know what I
Hmm.
mean? We kind of part of your entourage that kind of protects, just trying to build and protect the program. But we got a connection
Hmm.
with the community, right? We got a connection with the community.
Hmm.
We know some kids. We got an idea of probably some solid coaches that probably could help join you, whatever, and just help you build that program. But that's who they are. Y'all got conference play. It's unfortunately, y'all need it. Y'all need a good dub. Y'all need some motivation, right now. And but I think you guys have been playing great. You've been right there in those games, man. And I've been waiting to get y'all on the line, but y'all been running from me. Y'all
Hmm.
been ducking smoke. Y'all been ducking coke.
No,
Yeah, yeah. Cause
no.
we was pretty consistent on the show. Then y'all boys took off running once that season started, boy. And yeah, dog on that boy
You
Man,
got
I
pissed
put
me.
busy,
on here.
man. You got
Nah,
busy.
no,
Uh,
Got busy.
nah.
yeah, why they get that? I'm kind of busy.
You got
Book,
busy, man.
book, book. I'm a little busy on Thursday nights, now. Man.
They
I
got
can't.
busy on
Come
Thursday.
on, dog.
They be a little busy, man.
Yeah, boy, got busy real quick. You know what I'm saying? But man, I watched every game, every Butler game. We was doing because I was doing that Friday night live. Me and Greg was doing Friday night live over here in the studio where we was just toggling through all the games on NFHS and Ball Huckle
Oh, I know that.
and Max Preps every Friday night, man. We was on here just like we are right now. It was just me. It's just me, but we going through all the
Hmm.
games. And whoever didn't make it to the games, we got them. We pull them up right here on the screen. They can just watch. We can watch the game, keep everybody up on the game. So yeah, man. So either way, man. Y'all, hey, I'm a Butler fan, man. I'm a Butler fan. I'm a football fan, man. I like to see
Hmm.
competitive football, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to see a bunch of blowout football. It's gonna happen.
Oh, I don't either, man.
It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like to see. I'm just a football fan on every level, man. I like to see good, solid football, good, solid coaches that's committed to the game, committed to the purpose. They got a plan. Some of these coaches need to be coached. Honestly,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
huh?
Yeah,
Coach?
you always learning, man. You always
Coach,
learning, coach.
coaches got to
Always
be coached.
learning.
Like,
Yeah.
like, who do you reach out to? Like me, when I'm in a stump, you know what I'm saying? It's somebody. Who do you have that you can reach out to that you can say, man, like, watch, you had a tough week last week. You know, if you got a good staff and you can reach out to them, then cool. Who's that mentor that you can get on the phone and say, man, I need to talk. Let's talk,
Man,
man.
I call my brother. He tongue lashes me. Then I hang up on him. Then he called me back. He
Right.
called me back with the plan. But shoot, I think after we lost, Tinsley called me about something in Mallard Creek, and me and him got to talking about just coaching staffs and make sure everybody on point. And me and him we had a good conversation. Me and Tinsley, man, Mallard Creek head coach, we had a good conversation. And sometimes I talked about 2 middle school coaches today. They called me and I talked to the Eastway coach. We chopped it up for a good minute, just talking about games and other stuff going on. And just for that day, I ended up talking to Eastway coach. He hit me about something, and then I talked to Tinsley. about it. Sometimes, if I'm thinking about something, I might call Tony C. I might hit up Jonathan Grice. I might hit Grice up about something if I'm thinking about a play. Getting the insight on the play, like I want to run this. What do I need to do with this guy? I'm trying to get this guy here, but I'm trying to use that guy. And then Grice will give me some good advice. Sometimes when I'm dealing with some DB stuff, I'm thinking about something. Akers don't hit me up. Akers will hit me up. Then shoot, he'll draw it up and then text it to me and be like, "This what you talking about right here? But do this in this situation right here." You gotta reach out to your peoples, man. I want to win, man. I'm not an all position. I'm a coach, but I'm not, I'm not DB. I'm not DB. I'm an all general coach. So sometimes I got questions. I hit up other coaches, like I say, talk to Tinsley, just talking about just structure. Jonathan and Tony C will give me good advice on some offensive stuff.
Right.
And sometimes I hit Akers up about like some DB stuff. Like, I'm thinking if they do this, I think I want to do this. And he'd be like, "Yeah, you can do it like that." And then he'll
you should hit me up sometime. You laughing because you think
I'll piggyback off anybody, man. Hey,
no.
Hey,
you laughing because
I might see a play I like. I might see somebody run that and be like, "We're gonna run something similar to that." You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that play.
I'm leading. Somebody should call me, man. Somebody, hey, don't y'all think somebody should call me? I done scored 106 points in 2 games.
Right. Oh yeah.
You think somebody should call me, dog? Cause Coach Washington ain't gonna call me, man. Cause he think we're gonna play at some point doing this whole thing, man.
I believe in my babies. I believe in my
babies. What offense y'all run?
I believe in them. We about to get this thing going.
What kind of offense I run?
Mm-hmm.
Coach Washington. He's
spreading it out, gunslinging.
Coach Washington on the phone.
I tell you what, he probably got 200 yards passing and about a balance of maybe 50 yards rushing. Throwing that thing in there.
No, man. You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I've always been a kind of spread style, air raid style coach. Really. But at the end of the day, I'm all about whatever that defense alignment is. If that defense, I have a playbook that consists of power game if I need to run it, air raid if I need to run it, old school black and blue smash mouth if I need to run it. So
if that spread ain't working, you going double tight and we gonna line it up and punch it down.
I'm telling you right now, if that spread ain't working, baby, strap that shit up, tighten them, tighten that spread. Yes, sir. And we going downhill. That's what I
coaching, man.
Ready to go to that old school.
That's coaching.
Hey, bro. Hey, my quarterback, he pissed me off, right? He pissed me off because we was snapping that ball, right? And the snap was slow getting to him. So by the time he catch the snap, the defense was kind of on his ass. Them defensive ends was got them edge boys was on his ass, right? Them edge boys was coming like that D line you got, coach. Them boys was coming, right? So I was like, shit, we ain't gonna keep doing this because by the time he get the snap, he was reaching down to get it, and by the time he get a good grip on that ball, man, I said, hey man, I looked at him, gave him the signal, and he knew what I mean. He was like, are we in the gun? No, mother, get under that center. No, get your ass under that center. I'm gonna put me a damn fullback right here. We're gonna put me a tailback right here, and we gonna run there. Hey, and I get my line, and I say, hey man, hey, a one-on-one battle going on right now. The
Man, he
mother,
gets up under that center now.
motherfucker that's in front of
He
you,
get up under that
you got to
center.
battle his ass, and you got to win your battle. We going downhill. I'm tired of this bad snap bullshit.
You better get under center. And
Let's
I tell the
go.
quarterback, you better get your hands spanking. What that means? You better get your hand up under his ass. You better get that hand spanking.
And they want
get up under them.
Yes, sir.
I call it getting your hands.
What y'all run, man?
We run we're power running. We'll run in the spread too. We'll jump in and out.
Okay.
Depends on what it is. We ain't too scared to
Depending on what the team do. I got you. Depending on what defense give you. I got you.
Whatever you doing, and we see that you can't stop something, we ain't getting out of it.
That's smart.
To me,
like that coach, man.
It's just all about that alignment, man. For me, really, I run. It's all about that defensive alignment, man. That defensive line, that front determines a lot of what we're doing, right? And you know, in middle school football, unfortunately, you see a lot of these guys and they doing a lot of blitzing and shit. And I invite that. Go ahead and blitz and show it, please. Go ahead and do it, because you got to have a variety of offensive plays that you can adjust to whatever the blitz. First of all, you got to have a blocking scheme, but you got to be able to. If a team is blitzing, then you should have some adjustments that beats the blitz. Listen, it's something out there that beats blitzing teams that blitz and apply pressure.
Hey, man.
There's something that blitzing up that gut.
That's something for everything.
Hold that off.
Yeah.
You won't even toss the ball no more.
Yeah, huh?
Hey, you keep blitzing in that gut, you'll get tossed.
Yeah, I'm telling you. To me, when you blitz,
don't want to do that old school, man. Bro, don't blitz. You better put it in there.
What, the blitz?
Everything, tossing and everything. They going away from the old school.
Bro, they done went away from the old school. But guess who ain't went away from the old school? Coach Booker. Coach Booker. Hey, they gonna look out there and they gonna be like, what Coach Booker doing? Man, how they score? Man, Coach Booker pitched that shit, man. He got them. Hey, look, all I gotta do is win the edge, baby. Hey, listen, we're gonna seal this shit. We're gonna seal with we're gonna get that mic. No, we gotta get that mic. We gotta put some hands on that mic linebacker. We gotta get that outside linebacker. We gotta seal that defensive end, baby, and give me a guard out there, goddamn, pull me a guard. We coming downhill, old school, pitch that thing. Yeah. And guess what happened? Boom, gone. But
the coaches, the young boys, they don't like that. That's
they think that shit new.
You do this another way. You better get up under there and do
that. I got a coach on my staff, and he think that's some new shit. He's like, I ain't never seen that shit. What you mean? Hey, guess what? Hey, we going downhill, baby, and we depositing that shit in the end zone. So hey, I don't give a crap. Look, man, I don't give a crap what people say. Man, that's old school, man. He running the old school offense. Damn, he scored 50 points. Scored 56 points. And
I don't care what it is. If I need that yard or whatever, and it's working, baby, we gonna stick with it. I don't care.
How you need a yard? How you need a yard, coach? And you snap the ball back 5 yards to your quarterback, and then get it to your running back, and all you need is a yard. Man, are you serious, bro? Oh, these coaches are killing me, man.
Now, I'll say this. I don't know. I'm going to say it. That pisses me off. Go up on the center, man.
I see in the high school all the time. I'm like, man, y'all
go up on the center. You know what I'm saying?
Big ass ceiling you got and just lean forward.
Know everybody coming. You know that D-line coming, linebackers coming. Next thing you know, you stopped in the backfield 4 yards. Like, man, are you serious? Are you dead serious? Like, hey, man, I don't give a crap about what nobody thinks. Booker is under center. Guess what? It's raining outside. That gun snap ain't gonna freaking work for everybody, man. That shit ain't working.
Every time.
Hold on.
You got some little teams, they ain't going on the center. It's raining, they gonna get down with that wet ball and they gonna try to throw that thing.
Hell no, man.
You see what happened? Hey, Booker, you remember what happened at the state championship? Had the ball at the 1 yard line?
Yeah.
In a daggone monsoon, we shotgun.
Oh man, I was so mad. I'm watching. I'm like, the other team don't adjust it. They ain't in the shotgun no more. They under center.
If we score right there, it changed the whole ball game. We had the ball and fumble. Muddy ball.
But
Yeah.
Chris,
Fumble.
the other team has stopped doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
They want to put a
Yeah.
center. I'm like, what does that tell you?
Who
Because they
Yeah.
who
start
in the
doing
world?
this.
Who in the
They got out of
world?
that.
Hey, if you look, I got my boy Junie. He been coaching with me for years. He a smart guy, good OC. Somebody need to pick him up in middle school football. Hey, Junie, I'm gonna get you in middle school football. He just made a comment. He says they still run I formation in the NFL. Power sets ain't going.
Mm-hmm.
No, what?
I ain't
They
going. No.
still
No.
they still running I formations in the NFL. So you
Yeah.
telling me that the I formation ain't relevant no more? Bullshit. They running people getting paid a lot of money to run the I formation with a fullback,
Right.
right?
You'll get that
Right.
jet sweep.
Hell
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'll run the jet, man. I ain't stuck on
They're
running
gonna
the
run
jet.
that jet sweep on fourth and
But
one.
but guess what though, coach? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm that dude. If you give me the jet sweep, and I think the jet sweep gonna get me down that field, bro. Hey,
You
listen.
going with it.
I'm running the jet sweep. We ain't got to run it the whole game, but I know if I run it right now, we going we getting up the field. We gonna move them sticks. I told my
Mm-hmm.
team, man. I told my team, man, this shit ain't about scoring right now every play, nigga. I need you to move the sticks
We got to get
down
first
and
down.
distance. If we can run the jet right now, and I know for a fact, man, that defensive end is jackknifing that outside linebacker. Is goddamn he out of position right now, and we can pull a guard and kill this darn doggone this corner over here. We can pull it. That corner don't want to see that big guard coming around
No.
that corner trotting back because we hunting. And I'm telling you, I run jet sweep, man. Hell yeah, I run it, man. I run whatever. My playbook
Man.
consists of everything. I
When
ain't
they
even gonna
run the
lie.
game, when they run the game on the pop, man, it's something beautiful, bro. You see when we played Irmo, that sophomore we had, that dude getting for the third, the most full court, he getting like 15 yards a pop.
Yeah, stay
Every time
with
he
it.
touch, he get 15 yards. Friday night, Jaden Williams, when he got the rolling, he rolling, bro. I
Man,
love it, man. Yeah,
people get stuck, and I've always said this: coaches, I ain't the smartest guy. Stop getting stuck in your
mm-hmm.
playbook. A lot of these coaches, they gonna keep running the same shit until they adamant. They adamant about continuing to run the same stuff until it works. Bro, it's third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
We
It ain't working.
behind. It ain't working. What adjustments did you make in the locker room? You stuck in your playbook, man. I don't believe in these. I don't believe in staying in the same stuff, man. And then you got to add a little razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying? You got a little
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
deception. Hey, if you can't do nothing else, you can trick some kids.
Hey,
Hey,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the problem I be telling people. I say, I told the coach, see, you trying to coach against a coach. This middle school football, you trying to coach against him. I'm trying to coach against that 12 and 13-year-old out there.
Well, hey,
exactly.
you sounded like Tony C, man. Hey, Tony C said the same
I'm
thing,
coaching
man.
against them
He
kids.
said the
You
exact
trying to
same
coach
thing.
against that dude over there. You need to be coaching against
Mm-hmm.
that 12, 13, because they
Yep.
still kids. You trying to coach against that coach over there. You don't got caught up. I'm
Yeah,
trying to coach against that dude on the field, that young
yeah.
boy, them
I don't care
kids.
nothing about the coach. I don't care
Yeah.
nothing about the coach over there. He ain't doing nothing. I ain't worried about him. I'm coaching against them 11, 12, and 13-year-olds on the other end. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm supposed to get. And I know right now they're in a position where I can trick their ass right now. Have that
Oh yeah.
pass.
Yeah.
Hi-ya! Got him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, you gotta have a playbook, man. I done seen, on some serious stuff, man. I done seen too many coaches get stuck in their playbook, bro, and they just run plays. They just constantly run them. Bro, they're
Mm-hmm.
not. They're not working. You
Yeah.
gotta get the other playbook. Get the other
Mm-hmm.
playbook.
Like my
You
son
gotta know how
just
to make
talking about a
adjustments,
player.
man.
He talking about they got over
Yeah.
50 plays. That you ought to see his wristband. They got 5 plays of wristbands. I say, for what? Why do you need 5? Why your wristband got 3 layers of plays? I was like,
Yeah,
what you need that many plays for?
bro. I ain't never been. I ain't never been the wristband coach. I'm not good at with the wristband. I'm a signals. So don't be stealing my signals, coach.
I'm a
When you
risk
see me,
man.
when you see me over there, because you get in trouble for that, man. Then
I'm
they
a
get in
risk man.
trouble for stealing signals. In the
Yeah,
NFL, like
Michigan did.
who was that?
I like the bands. I
Yeah,
like
Belichick
everybody
did
to
that.
have.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah,
O-line to have them and everything. I'm a risk man guy. I want the backups, everybody on offense. I want them with a band.
I done seen too many of them laying on the field.
You better not leave no band eyes on no
I
field.
done seen too many of them laying on. Hey, coach, I done seen too, and I done scooped up some too.
Because I know how many we bought.
Hey, I done scooped up a few. We're gonna see
Your
what this
band
coach
off.
doing next week.
Somebody don't touch your band off, boy. You need to come off this field. But
Hey,
I do like using bands though.
I'm not. Everybody out there reading. I'm a signal kind of guy. Like I'm a tempo, and I run tempo. I don't need the band. Take too long for them boys to read it.
Yeah.
And we
That's
got
when
some
you got too
guys,
much stuff on it.
huh?
That's when they got too much stuff on it.
It got too much stuff on it, man. Them
Too
boys
much
be
stuff
like,
on that
you
band.
said T2, T2. I thought he said T12. Oh shit, time out. No, sir. I thought I told you to run a outright route. You don't run
I
a
like
D.
that band. I got a use for. I got a good use for. I don't learn.
I mean,
Upgrading myself.
the bands work, man. I mean, whatever you do, all I'm telling you, whatever you do, don't get stuck in your playbook, bro.
Don't
Stop.
get stuck in the playbook.
Don't get stuck in the playbook, man. Everybody, look, you got to have a playbook, man, that got adjustments in it. The audibles.
Got to.
You got to. If it's a run play, let me tell you, this is the worst thing I've seen in a lot of this coaching, man. Some of these coaches might have a run play call. Nick, coach, the box is stacked. You still gonna run in that A gap? I'm talking about hey, you still gonna run it. You still gonna run that RPO in that A gap. You still gonna do that, bruh.
Man,
You ain't
Bombs go back there, bro.
You got an audible out of that shit, man. Take the shot. You got one-on-one over here, one high safety. He on the other hash. Take the shot, dummy. And they'll still run.
Hey, man. You better say
Bombs go back there.
easy. You better say easy. Hold up, easy.
Yeah.
You're gonna change that up.
Man. Some of them coaches, man, they play callers and not coordinators, bro. Some of them just play callers. I don't want to see if this shit work. Some of them just want to see if they play work. Boy, you see that shit, boy. I told you, boy, I do that shit. I want that shit work. Boy, you saw that shit? Yeah, I saw it. We lost. We took L's because using them running plays and not them reading the defense, bro. And I think, and we can't. I guess we ain't allowed to have this in middle school football, coach. We ain't got no box guys. These high school guys.
I'm about to say the same thing. Yeah. You got to have somebody up top to help you out and everything.
Boy, give me somebody up top, boy, and you can be an assassin together. I got a guy right now saying, "All right, coach, we got him set up. Make it look like run. Make it look like run, boy." And we got the one-on-one matchup over here. I've been watching this corner all day, baby. He's sleep. Wow, taking a shot.
You better be walking. You better be walking down first. You can go and get that look and be like, I see it. Here you go.
Hey, bro. I'm notorious. I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting you a little bit in case we play, coach. You better make sure that corner on my side of the field.
Hey, that's the
you better put a bad man over there.
All of them better be bad over there.
I'm gonna put him to sleep. If he go to sleep for a second, I got him. Big play. If he go to sleep, I was like, he sleep now. And people talking to him. They talking to him. He get distracted.
He better stay focused.
I ain't gonna say that to him. It's gonna be some people talking to him. Man, these coaches, man, getting stuck in their playbooks, man. Hey, look, I want to do one thing before I get off here, man, because I got to get up early. And I think we've done this before. Give me. Let's talk about the Elite Eight right now, Coach. You might not be in it, but anyway, the Elite Eight, right? Because CMS football is going to select 8 football teams to make that middle school football playoffs. So right now, let's talk about the Elite Eight, Coach. I'll give you I give you the Southern Division, Elite Eight. What do you think? Give me two out of that division.
Right now, man, it's looking like I'm taking Carmel now and AG. I'm gonna go with Carmel AG out of there because
Carmel and
we'll see
eight.
after next week. Carmel AG.
This is the On the Line Sports Media and WEA Elite Eight for week 2. So I'm gonna take the Eastern Division. We'll take two for two. Out of the Eastern Division, I'm gonna take exactly what I see. I'm gonna take Mint Hill, who has won 20 something to nothing and 30 something to nothing in both games. I'm gonna take Mint Hill, and I'm gonna take Northridge. They put up 44 one week, 44-0, and then they put up I think a 21-0 game. So and they were an Elite Eight team from last year. They got some nice sized boys over there, man. Some nice sized eighth graders. They're a
Now don't
seasoned team. They got a
now
good.
in your Central Division, they got McClintock, which should be in that Eastern.
Okay, all right. You got McClintock.
McClintock in the Central, but they should be in the Eastern.
McClintock. Let me see. Oh yeah, they're in the Central. They should be in the Eastern.
Yep.
So, McClintock 1-1. So I'm still taking Mint Hill Northridge.
Okay.
Even if we put them over in the Eastern Division, they're 1-1, and they dropped the game. Mint Hill looking real strong and very consistent. And I think Mint Hill was in the Elite Eight last year too. Northridge looking like they can make it to that Elite Eight. So that's
How
out
the
of
regular season games y'all play?
7, I think, right?
7.
And you say y'all
So
don't do cross division. Y'all play on teams in y'all division.
We did a cross game because Spalding didn't fill a team, and some Cardinal team in that Eastern Conference didn't fill a team. So we were allowed to cross this year. And our conference has been trying to cross. Instead of having buys, everybody's been trying to cross in that conference to make sure they get their complete 7 games.
right. So Northern
Division. I'm gonna take your division, the Northern. I'm gonna go with JM. And you said it last week. You was on that Coolwood. I'm gonna take Coolwood because they've been putting up some points. I ain't taking nothing for Ransom. You can't never take nothing from them. Look like they got a strong defense, but they've only scored 12 points in 2 games.
Right.
So I'm gonna take JM and Coolwood. Not sleeping on Ransom at all, but it looked like
we'll see next week.
We'll see next week.
So I'm gonna take that Central Division.
Okay.
Central Division. We got the Elite 6 right now, so we're gonna go with the Elite 8. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You got to take Piedmont, the defending champs, Of course, you got to take them. That's a no-brainer. And there's nothing to talk about there. Piedmont are those dudes, and they continue to be those dudes. So, so we're gonna put them in the Elite 8. And I'm gonna say this: I don't believe in Randolph. I don't believe in Randolph. That's just the bottom line. You know, sometimes them teams can start off 2-0, but they done played at the bottom of the conference now.
Yeah.
They don't play. Before I do this, let's look at. You got week 1 right there. Who Randolph beat in week 1? Who did they beat?
They beat Wilson 12-14.
12-14. Wilson is rebuilding based on what I seen. They just don't look solid. Wilson don't look solid. They had them 2 big running backs last year that kept them in a lot of them games. They ain't nowhere close.
No.
They ain't nowhere close to that this year. I watched them on YouTube the other day. Nah, I'd say no to that. So, and Randolph, I think they was playing Randolph.
Yeah.
Who they play? Who they beat? Who they play this week? We got that
Was it
somewhere.
Whitewater? Yeah, you
Hold up.
got that. Was that Whitewater they played? Or
I
Kennedy?
got it. Hold on for a minute.
Oh, so
Let me
y'all
get
games be on YouTube?
Some
some
of
of
them.
them.
Was y'all game last week on YouTube? Well, I mean
Which one?
yesterday. Excuse me.
Not
Um,
these
Whoever
brothers.
y'all played yesterday.
I don't know who. I think the guy shot 32. I think they do him to go get some games. I don't know who he did this week.
I don't know who he did,
Okay.
but let me see. So who we talking about? We talking
Randolph,
about Randolph. So Randolph played
Kennedy.
Kennedy. Kennedy. Kennedy. Yeah. Okay. 14 nothing. You play Kennedy. And then you play who they played before that?
Wilson.
And Wilson ain't hitting on nothing. I'm sorry. That's just the bottom line. I got Sedgefield and Piedmont. I don't think for a minute that you ain't gonna rebound from I think you're gonna smack everybody else in the conference.
We don't
I
got
think
no
your
choice.
I
We
think
got no
your
choice.
conference is in trouble with between you and Piedmont. I
We
can't
fight
see
for our
nobody else.
lives right now. We're trying to stay. We're trying to keep our head above water.
Yeah. So
One more
so
step, we drown.
and I ain't doing that because you on the field on the line, coach. I thought even though you went into Piedmont, you was a little bit wounded. You had a key guy that was out that could have kept you in that game. When I talked to somebody, they was like, "Man, they gonna be able to stop that running back from Sedgefield." Nah, because he ain't gonna play, so they ain't gotta stop him. They ain't gotta stop him. So I don't think anybody else in the conference is gonna beat you, right? And ain't
That's
nobody else
correct.
gonna beat Piedmont.
We can't lose. I mean, I told our kids, hey, we know what it is. We
Yep.
prepared for this. 2 teams go. If we
So
can't
we're
take
gonna
the conference, we're gonna take 2. But we getting in
so
there.
so we're gonna post this tomorrow. We'll put it on the line. The Elite Eight, Carmel, AG, Mint Hill, Northridge, JMA, Coolwood, Piedmont, and Sedgefield. We're gonna post it on the line. That's gonna be the Elite Eight for week 2. We're also asking that all coaches, man, start joining us, man. We want to start getting coaches actually on the show from each division because we want to talk about these kids. We want to talk about what kids you have that are getting it done. Whether you're winning, whether you have a winning record, whether you have a losing record, we want to highlight some kids. We want to talk
Yes.
about the kids that are on your team that are getting it done. The kids that have been training and
Hmm.
they're coming out and they're getting it done. Maybe you're not winning. Who cares? It's not even about that.
That don't mean you don't have any good kids on your team that can play.
Right. You still got kids on your team that you know can play, even if they're scholastic, even if they're just scholastic athletes that are able to balance the grades and the practices and all the gruesome practices that you have, but they're still making those 3.5s and 4.0. We want to highlight those kids. So coach, we're gonna run this show again. If you're out there and from week to week, man, we want to talk about some kids because at the end of this, we also want we want to build for the first time right here. Coach Washington, WEAA, and Coach Booker at On the Line Sports Media are going to have the first annual conference, all conference team, middle school.
Yes.
Mm. Good, 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 good.
CMS, CMS, we're gonna seek out those kids that based on what the coaches send us. We're gonna view if we're gonna view some of their film. We're gonna try to do it maybe on the honor system for the most part. We want to talk about these kids from week to week, and we're gonna build a all conference team. Hey, y'all forgive us if we, because I know once we start putting those all conference names out there, we're gonna start getting calls and people gonna start talking trash. And my son should have made it and blah 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 blah. But you ain't sending nothing. You ain't sending no
Right,
film. Your
right.
coach ain't acknowledged you. Your coach ain't said nothing about your kid, and we've been asking you to send it
The
in.
post
So he
coach ain't said nothing about your kids.
right, and
Hmm.
he go to all, and this is the all conference team. So we want to do that, man, because I think wholeheartedly that people we gotta start building up the middle school programs because the perception of middle school is that you're weak and these boys can't coach and blah 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 blah. And we've heard all the negativity. I used to be big on it. I ain't big. I'm done. I love youth football. I love middle school football. I love high school football, and I think all of it benefits each other. If we, but right now, I think the black eye, the black eye right now is middle school football is not that strong. We're done with that. Coach Washington, hell of a football coach, got a hell of a staff over there. Piedmont, hell of a staff over there. JMA, hell of a staff over there. And a lot of these coaches, Ridge Road, I like those guys. Tough start, hell of a staff over there. We're getting better. Okay, we're getting better. And I think guys are getting more committed to middle school football, middle school sports in general. But we're talking about middle school football, and I think we're trending upward versus down. So get involved, man. Get involved, coaches. If you're listening, get involved. Send in these kids, man. We want to acknowledge these kids though, because a lot of the times, the truth of the matter is, a lot of these high school coaches don't even know who these kids are. You might have a 6'5", 220-pound tackle over there that them high school coaches will love to come show them some love. You know, get them some tickets to the game. Let them walk the sidelines, just like they do in college. College recruiters, they come over and they get you them tickets. Coach Hawk get you them tickets, and Coach Hawk get you limousine service to the game.
Oh yeah.
And whatever. Yeah. Hey, Coach Hawk, boy, hey, listen now. If you want to go to the college games and get VIP service, call Coach Hawk, boy.
Hawk gonna get you in there.
But you guess what? Hey, listen, you ain't gonna get that call if you ain't no dog. You gotta be a dog.
Right.
He ain't just taking you up there just to be damn on no vacation. No, you gotta be a dog. You gotta be a dog. So coaches, let us know who your dogs are, man. We're gonna build an all-conference team, and we're gonna show everybody and CMS, and we're gonna put them on the line. We're gonna put them on Twitter. We're gonna put them everywhere, and we are going to be an all-conference team this year. First annual CMS OnDalines Sports Media and WEA. Gonna build an all-conference team. So don't fall short of that, please. So hey, make sure you send that stuff to OnDalines podcast, OnDalines Sports Media. We got Instagram, Twitter. Coach, give me your handles, Coach.
You can check us out. It's we got a podcast on YouTube, Coach Washington Sports Talk, WACamps.com, or you can go to WA_camps on Instagram. Just send me the information. A lot of kids are following me already, so you know, once we put it out there to all conference, we need to get like a sticker, like a flyer. Send us your info. We need to get something like that we can. You
good at getting them flyers, Coach? I'm terrible at flyers. I get one
made.
That shit up and won't nobody see it.
Like, send me your info, send me your stuff, so we can talk about you.
Right. So we're gonna
build this all conference team. So I get something out there.
We're gonna send out some promos. We'll do a couple promos. Maybe I'll do a couple promos. We'll do some promos maybe together. You know, letting people know that we're building this all conference team, man. It's week 2 right now. We know we got some standout kids, and let's pick a game of the week. You got a schedule? I don't know. Game of the week.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask y'all about the game of the week. What's the best game coming up?
Game of the week right now in my division would be us versus the runner-ups of the championship last year's Ransom Raiders, and JMA are the runner-up. That's the game of the week. And guess what? It's so big that we can't even play it at a middle school field. We're gonna play it at a high school field. So we're gonna play it at North Mac. 5 o'clock North Mac Tuesday.
Wednesday. Tuesday.
This
5 o'clock Tuesday. Okay.
5 o'clock Tuesday at North Mac. Game of the week. One of the games of the week is JMA and Ransom. And I think everybody can attest that that's a pretty big game.
That's gonna be a good game.
That's a pretty big game. And I think, wait a minute, it's another game in one of these divisions. We
Central Division. We Sedgefield and Randolph.
Sedgefield. Oh shit, that is exactly right. So Sedgefield is 2-0. I mean, no, Sedgefield 1-1. Randolph is 2-0.
2-0.
And that right there is going to decide who's going to be second place in that conference for now. So Sedgefield and Randolph, another game of the week in the Central Division. And you guys are playing that well. Where?
We're playing in Sedgefield.
Sedgefield, home game. 5 o'clock. If you guys want to see some good football, Central Division, Sedgefield, Randolph 2-0, Sedgefield 1-1. And that right there is going to decide who's second place in the conference. So 2 good games, game of the week. We'll put them on the screen. We'll run them on the screen this week. We'll put both of those games up for game of the week. We'll do some promos for all conference, man. And we appreciate everybody who came out and listened to us tonight, man. We thank Coach Hawk for coming on, man. And always, Coach Hawk, I'm glad you're back with us, man.
Oh yeah. I'm glad to be back.
Tony, I think Coach Tony tried to get on. It looked like he was having some Wi-Fi. I guess his hotspot on his phone won't work. He probably need to upgrade his phone. He got something close to a cricket. So, but we ain't gonna talk about it. But
it's like a step below a cricket.
Yeah, below a cricket. So his hotspot wasn't working. He wasn't able to get on. So he didn't get on tonight. So bless his heart. We'll talk to him next week.
I'm throw this out to both of y'all, cause y'all big time middle school coaches. I learned this a long time ago because I know coaches in Georgia, Alabama, everywhere. I think they do it in Georgia, but I know they do it in Alabama. It's something they need. I wish we could do it in Charlotte. We talking about like veteran the middle school guys down there during the summertime. Their middle school practice with the high school.
Okay.
I know some people might say, middle school practice like the middle school, like your receivers, like your offensive coordinator, both y'all is. Okay, so y'all offensive coaches. You be at your players be out there running offenses with the high school offense. You see what I'm saying? You be running routes, like you're doing one-on-ones, get the high school DBs. To me, that's a great idea. It makes you better cause if who's the best DB around here? I guess my man from Huff, Matthew, might be the highest rated. Who?
You talking about?
I'm talking players. I'm talking about players.
Lord have mercy.
Talking about the DB coach?
No,
I'm talking about. From Huff, Matthew.
Oh yeah, Sean.
Yeah. So you got to think Samar. Yeah. So you got to think you have your receivers going against guys like him throughout the summer. They're gonna make them better. Because when you can start playing middle school, you're not gonna see nobody like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with O line going D line and vice versa. I mean, it gets you better. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. That is a great idea, man. And the one person to pull that off is right here on the screen, man. Coach Wash, man. He be having them banging ass camps, man. You just all you doing is giving them out. Look at him smile. Hey, he's like ching. And hey, listen, he'll put something together, man. But it's a great idea, man, to have them 8th graders, man, matching up with some of those high school kids. And all it's gonna do is change. First of all, it's very inspirational to have those guys like you just mentioned them from Huff, going up against an 8th grader, man. That's inspirational, man. Anything we can do to help enhance and inspire and influence our younger guys, man, to get on the field with some of these guys that's already in high school. It's a great idea, man. It's a great idea. Yep. So Coach Watts, you keep that on your books, man. To possibly put something together.
I put it in there. I got it.
You got it in there. All right, man. Hey, it was good talking to you guys, man. And we'll tap in again next week, man. After Coach Watts.
We're doing that Thursday. Yeah.
We're gonna see what Coach Watts do against Randolph. We're gonna see what Coach Watts do against Randolph and see if he gonna be still good. Yeah.
We gotta keep fighting to the end, to the last game.
All right, big dog. We'll talk to y'all, man. Have a good night.
All right, be good, man.
Hey, good luck Friday night, man, against Garinger, man. Now let me find out. Let me find out Garinger and pop that. And I'm pop y'all ass.
I'm out of here, man.